Hey Rebels, I am so excited. I am sorry this took me forever to do, but here, finally, a sneak peek into the Beyond BARS Workbook. Yay! This is the Beyond BARS Workbook. I just got it printed a couple weeks ago, and so I wanted to give you a sneak peek into what it looks like. It's got these great clear and then the black on the bottom. And so in the beginning, I will just share a couple pages. So we have the 90-day journey. There will be tabs on every single page, and they're color coded to tell them what part of the workbook they're kind of working on. It's not all the blue, all the purple in a row. It's all mixed up. And I'll show you a little bit more about that. Here is the letter that's from my heart to the person who owns the workbook. And so I wanted to take an opportunity to just read this out loud. So also, before, just a little context, folks can also, this is a workbook that I'm using in a local rehab at the moment right now. We're working through this and kind of testing it out and seeing how it works. And so another part of my vision is sometimes, depending on the facility, I will also include stamped envelopes. So if folks don't have access to email, which I don't think is always accessible in these institutions, then they can do snail mail. So I'll do snail mail coaching. So anyways, I just wanted to say that because there will be a part in this letter that will share that. Dear Rebel, I'm so glad you have this workbook in your hands. It was created with you in mind, a tool to help you lay the right foundation, build accountability, and find the support you need to overcome adversity and create a life filled with purpose and direction. I won't sugarcoat it. This new path will come with its challenges. However, by using the tools in this workbook and putting them into practice, you'll develop the mental resilience to persevere through tough times. My goal is to support you on this journey as you work toward healthy behavior change, pursue your ambitions, reduce recidivism, and cultivate a trusting relationship with yourself through self-awareness. This workbook combines structure, accountability, and skill building to help you establish positive routines, paving the way for a sustainable future. You'll find prepaid envelopes throughout to share updates on your progress or any struggles you may face. I promise to respond personally, offering support and guidance as you navigate this journey. You might be curious about why I address this letter to you as Dear Rebel. In this context, being a rebel means taking control of your life and challenging the behaviors and mindsets that have brought you to this point. For example, I choose to rebel against unhealthy habits by fueling my body with clean, organic foods. This choice positively influences my mindset and behavior, and it empowers me to resist the industries that contribute to unhealthy lifestyles. Now I invite you to reflect on where you could channel this rebellious energy in your own life. Use a journaling page to explore this question. Remember, simply engaging with this workbook is a rebellious act in itself. My hope for you is that you choose a path of rebellion against becoming just another statistic in a system that often perpetuates recidivism. You have the power to demonstrate that the tools in this workbook can change your life and help you overcome challenges while achieving your aspirations. Here's to your rebel journey. Warmly, Vanessa. And then the very first workbook exercise is, what does being a rebel mean to you? And so they can reflect on that. And then a second question on how will this impact your life? And then I have the FAST method. This is something that was a light bulb for myself, understanding that when I came home, I did not have the foundation, accountability, support, and tools from the group homes that I was so used to, which I believe is why I struggled so much upon transitioning home. And then the next page is all about the 3 pillars. You probably have heard me talk about this numerous times, and so there's a nice little sheet that they can reflect on as they work through this workbook. So the 3 pillars are nourishment, self-care, and personal development. Nourishment is defined by foods, restful slumber, hydration, and herbs. Self-care is defined by rituals, yoga, and an exercise that gets your heart rate up. Personal development is defined by healthy boundaries, mental resilience, and building a trusting relationship with yourself. So they have this nice paper that they can use as they work through. So not only is this a coaching workbook, but it's also a planner. So I have a year at a glance for them, which is only one because this is only for 90 days, to work through for 90 days. And then there's 3 month at a glance that are empty, they're undated, so they can fill it in and kind of join as they want, so it's not, you know, really too rigid. Then we have nourishment, which is the first week, and I'm just going to show you the first week because then it just mimics this repetition. So we'll have the first exercise, and then so that was nourishment, and they did nourishment goals. So they write down their goals for food, sleep, H2O. We don't do herbs yet because we can't talk about that, but when they leave and they work with me away from the institution, then they can work with me there. Then the next part is a week at a glance. So that worksheet looks like this. And then on Sunday, it's a reminder to do their weekly reflections, and then to also do their 3-pillar laser coaching exercise. So that looks like this: weekly reflections, 3 questions every single Sunday. Share 2 to 3 celebrations from the past week. Share your biggest obstacle from the past week, and share 2 to 3 goals for the week ahead. And then they move into their weekly 3-pillar laser coaching. So this goes through all 3 pillars. What's going well? What do you need support on? What is your 3-pillar goal for this week? So they choose one of those 3 pillars and they create one goal for the week ahead. And then there's an area for habits if they would like, and then they can keep track of it Monday through Sunday. And then there's a journal page every week, so they have extra journaling space. So that is basically what the week to week looks like in their workbook. And then at the end, there are several blank journaling pages. And then in the back, I also created some resources for folks. So these are pranayama. There are 8 different pranayama exercises, and the bullet points show the step-by-step. So this is a ratio breathing, 3-6 ratio breath. Inhale to the count of 3, hold. Exhale to the count of 6, hold. And then you can move down to 4-8, 5-10, and 6-12. So they can just move up that scale. And so there's 8 different ones that they can choose from, and that's a part of some of their goals that they can make every single week, is blending in the pranayama and blending in the yoga sequences. So I have 4 yoga sequences, and I created them here on Canva. So they have the step-by-step, and I have little text here to tell them how to do each pose and each sequence. So I have a full body yoga sequence. I have a chair yoga sequence. So folks who it's not comfortable to get on the chair, sometimes it's more convenient to do it in the chair. One for restful slumber. And then if you notice, when I turn this over, I literally just flipped this to make one for an AM yoga. Sorry, they're stuck together. An AM yoga cleanse. So I literally just flipped it and made that. So it works just the same. And then at the very end, I included my flyer. So they have all my contact information. They can connect with me here, and they can see kind of what it looks like on my website. So when they go there, they'll know that they're in the right spot. And then last but not least, the very, very end is mission complete. So I'll just read this to you. So our mission at Beyond Bars Coaching is to empower individuals who have faced adversity, such as those transitioning from incarceration, rehab, or group homes, to create and sustain meaningful behavior change. Through our FAST method, Foundation, Accountability, Support, and Tools, we provide personalized roadmaps that guide clients towards discovering their career and educational goals. We are committed to fostering a sense of responsibility and well-being, emphasizing nourishment, self-care, and personal development to help our clients rebel against recidivism and transform their life. Here's to your rebel journey. I'm so grateful for your time and attention, and thank you so much for tuning in. That was a 10-minute sneak peek of this awesome workbook. I plan on making one for 6 months beyond bars, 9 months beyond bars, and a year beyond bars, with a workbook and videos to complement the material. And so I can't wait to show that off to you as soon as it's done. I've got a lot of awesome goals and aspirations to complete, and I will keep you all posted when they are done. If you know anybody who would benefit from learning more from me, please send them my way. Do not hesitate. I am looking for active clients right now. So thank you so much, and I will check in with you all and update you very, very soon. Have a great one, Rebels.